You wanted more volleyball? Well, guess what? You get more volleyball. The third and final match of this morning's Lucas, actually this afternoon's Lucas tri-match. South Central, Lucas both have already won once. They'll go for the final time here coming up. We've got it all live and free to your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
What's up, America? Brian Skoronsky here, and if you want to see me and the gang chop it up with some unintelligent conversation, we've got the show for you. Check out the OH Report video podcast every Monday, exclusively right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back. Match number 3. South Central, Lucas, coming your way right now. Travis Berardi next to Garrett G-Man Parlett. Once again, G-Man. Both teams swept Hillsdale. The Lady Falcons a little more competitive in that second one. But I guess you could say both matches have been fire so far, G-Man.
Yeah, so Buckskar Storm, Travis.
The illustrious Garrett Parlett.
So he's a Coma Storm. But yeah, Travis. You know, I was on the call for that first match, that first couple sets, and saw Lucas knock off Hillsdale, and then later we saw South Central take down Hillsdale in 2 sets as well. So I think this is going to be a good barometer for both teams. You know, they were both able to knock off Hillsdale, but now they get to stack up toe-to-toe against two very quality opponents. Lucas isn't as well as South Central, so I think we're going to be in for a good one, Trav. I don't want to foreshadow, but I think this one could be maybe, you know, a 3-set one here. So I guess we'll see. Stay tuned to find out.
Just about ready to go here from the Cub Cave. You know, like we said, Hillsdale with a great, you know, effort there, but South Central, they showed why they're now 5-1. A lot of fight in them. They have a good middle hitter in Angela Williams, who really took control of that match every time she was in. But we'll see her going up against one Shelby Grover.
Yeah, Williams about 4.5 kills per set, Trav, 32% hitting percentage, 17 total blocks, 72 kills. And Carly Osborne setting her up with some dimes. 70 assists on the year so far, and they're sitting at a healthy 5-1 here, Trav. South Central is.
And we are underway. Middle point, Olivia Brown. Lady Cubs with the first point of this third match, 1-0. Midkiff will serve again. Dug up. Chance again for Brown, but it's out. We're tied at 1.
Talked about it in that first game that I was on, Trav. Lucas being able to, handle the runs from the opposing team. South Central, a very quality opponent. So Lucas, if you're a Cubs fan, you got to make sure you're able to, sustain some of those runs that South Central's going to go on throughout the game. They have the capability to do so and really pull away. But you got to be able to keep it underneath your belt. And right there, Lucas able to capitalize on a beautiful placed ball to go up 2-1.
Yeah, one of those, it looks like it's a set, but she pushes it over. Catches you off guard. Addie Melton. Libero with the serve. And a double hit. 3-1 Lady Cubs. And they're going to switch out volleyballs.
We saw a lot, Trav, in that last game. A lot of moisture.
A lot of condensation out there. Overpass. Hitting air, that's an ace. Yeah, it's very humid out. I know we're supposed to get some storms tomorrow to really get that humidity away, but why does it always feel like the second week of high school football season? I say it's the second week because in years past, as Grover returned to sender, this would be week 2 of the high school football season, but because of the extended playoffs, which we're going to get to here, your thoughts on 16 teams, but it always seems like the warmest week is that week 2 or week 3.
I feel like we have been blessed, though, so far this year. No storms.
Yes.
Really, in any of our live streams, including soccer, too, because that's outdoors as well. But so far, I'll probably just jinx this.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, probably next Friday it'll be
I mean,
storming.
2020, we had storms the second week of the playoffs in November, or the first week. And, yeah. Last 2 years, the first week of football, and then in 2020 also, the second week of the playoffs in November, we had storms. So there's still a long way to go. Yeah. But I do want to get back. 16 teams. What are your thoughts of that, each region?
My sports fan thought would be, I think it's too many. But my, job, I like covering football. So it opens up another week to cover football. So I like it in that aspect, but I think a 1 playing a 6 team is a bit overmatched. I don't think a 16 can hang with a 1, but it also opens the door for more upsets where I think maybe, I think it gives maybe a 13 a chance to, what would they play, a 3, maybe upset a 3 seed.
13-4, yeah.
So I guess we'll see, but I think it's maybe just a bit too much. I think 12 would be a sweet spot. I think 12 will probably be a perfect spot for it, but it offers up an opportunity for us to cover more football, Trav, and I'm all for that. So,
like the first match, South Central, slow start, but they're starting to come back at 7-4. I agree. I think 12 is good, but because of COVID and needing to make more money and things like that, get that money back, they're adding 16 for another year. Shelby Grover, yeesh. One of the rare times that doesn't hit the floor, and instead, South Central played it perfectly for the point.
Big run, too, here from the Trojans. Closing the gap here.
Yeah. Williams, quick shot back over. Sets up Grover and miss-hit.
Saw this in the first match that I was calling where Lucas can at times seem like one of the better teams on the floor, better teams in the area, and then sometimes they just have a couple of miscues and sometimes don't make the most of their opportunities. Is right there. Grover, I seen exactly what she was trying to do, and it was there, just wasn't able to capitalize on it. And now South Central is going to tie things up at 7-piece.
On the ace. So 7-all here. Cubs scored on a 10-minute opening drive, but South Central right back at you. Williams up the middle. Yep. when she is in, South Central is a completely different squad.
Yeah, she's had a heck of a season so far, Trev, and helping out the Trojans here today to take that early 8-7 lead. I think winning set one is really pivotal for both squads, especially in this tri-match to where, it's best of 3 and not best of 5. Winning that first one, I think, really helps your chances to win, the entire match.
That serve just outside the line. We're tied at 8. Both teams going for the 2-point conversion early on, getting something you like to see. Cubs all over Winford last night. South Central another setback. But both sides really good teams. Free ball back to the Lady Cubs. Left side for Boyer. Dug up. Back set, blocked, but down. That front line of Lucas had to work all the way to their left, and just the deflection, the angle, gave them the point. It's 9-8.
Back and forth affair we got here early on. Just 9-8, just a slim margin separating these two teams, and that one is going to go in favor of the Lady Trojans again, making it 10-8.
Aces are wild. And just the knuckling of that serve threw off. Back set to Grover, and into the net was Williams. So nonetheless, that was going to be a kill anyway, but kind of a little too close and almost took the net off its moorings. Shelby Grover now to serve. So you've heard the story. She's the #1 ranked athlete in the Richland 200. And in the interview, she's pretty much all Ohio track, basketball, and volleyball. She said if she got enough softball players to go out for track that she would play softball. In talking to Madison head coach Tim Nicewanders, we got a nice rally going on here. Williams off the block and down. Said that Shelby Grover, good enough to be the best player on the squad. Could we see a 4-sport All-Ohioan in Shelby Grover this year?
If they can get enough to do the softball team.
If she goes out for softball.
If she gets to go out there. I mean, it's hard to pick against her, but I think with her, her work ethic and her training, at least gives her a shot. I mean, a lot of those traits from each sport you can, bring her to different things. It's just hard to adjust to softball. Hitting is a bit challenging, but, she can work at it. She's a heck of an athlete.
And she played before. It's not like just going in. I think she played growing up.
Then yes.
So stay tuned to that. 11-10. Back over, let ball. It's going to be a free ball for Lucas. Can they tie it up here? Saved again. Another free ball. Grover from the back line. Kind of a miss hit, but those seem to be the best ones. When it surprises you, it most likely surprises the defense, and that's what it did.
Usually leaves the defensive team guessing, Trav, and right there, Lucas not able to corral it. Drops right in front of Shelby Grover. South Central takes full advantage as now they move their lead to 12-10.
And that one was a little bit of a miss hit, but South Central able to get it back over. Blocked. Nice effort from Grover, but it drops. And South Central with its largest lead of the set, 3 points, 13-10.
Heck of an effort right there. Just not able to do anything with it. And South Central coming out here and certain dominance so far here in the last couple of possessions. Commentator's curse.
Welcome to the Jinx, my friend. If you haven't had enough volleyball today, after this one, just scroll up on our Facebook feed or go to our Channel 1 on YouTube. We have more volleyball. More volleyball, G.
More volleyball, baby.
Utica East Knox. As that serve goes into the net. Brian Skoronsky and Mackenzie Weaver. Brian, Mr. I'm going to have the good crew for myself has Mackenzie Weaver as color commentary. Although you and Hayden have done a good job today.
Thank you, Trev. You know, I'm trying to wear multiple hats here, so
It just helps the resume. And an ace makes it 15-11. But Brian and Mackenzie will be on the call down at the Dog Pound here momentarily. You haven't been there since they redid the whole gym, right? That's a nice facility. Over the block and down. South Central starting to pull away now, leads 16-11. Timeout. Lady Cubs.
I didn't know what to expect coming in, Trav. I thought Lucas might have the upper hand in this matchup, but South Central.
Well, also errors. Errors have been big here. Travis Berardi alongside the illustrious Garrett Parlay. Since Storm's not here. Storm's at a cross-country meet. That's another thing. We'll have a cross-country highlight later on today because we're at the OH Report. We cover all sports. I mean, if somebody's playing badminton, we go do that.
Wherever, whenever, whatever. That's
You're
the
darn
OH
right, my
Report,
friend.
baby. Kind of.
All the time. Did we even sleep last night? I feel like we went right from the pigskin to now. To this
Quick
game.
turnaround, but
We do it for you, the fans. Watching live and free. So South Central out of the timeout. Looking to extend on its lead. Nearly an ace. Brown, too strong. 17-11.
South Central kind of pulling away now, Trav. It's going to get scary here for Lucas. They can get some points on the board to kind of stop the bleeding here. It's been all Trojans these past couple plays.
And
once again, 7-point lead now for South Central.
Yeah, the Cubs need to get Shelby Grover back onto that front line. Off the net. That's 4 hits and another point.
It's been a big run here from South Central. Lucas hasn't been able to stop it. They've struggled with that this season. And once again, it's happening right in front of us, Trav.
Lady Trojans 5 points away. Let ball. Back set to Grover. Dug up. Little dink. Gives Lucas another chance. That's actually a term, too, a dink. And a miss hit. Lucas back on the board, but yummy ball. Dink. There's something called a campfire, too. When the ball drops between, like, 3 people, kind of like one of those Texas Leaguer drops in baseball, they call it a campfire. This is what I learned.
Awesome terms here.
I know, right? Free ball to the Lady Cubs. Can they make it 2 in a row? Grover.
Right.
Whew. Free ball back. Great effort by the Lady Trojans. Grover again dug up. That's what you got to do. Just throw your body in front of it. Off speed. Now South Central with a chance. Little dink. Point.
Man, you want to talk about a possession right there, Trav. South Central took what? 2 spikes?
Yeah, they took 2 rockets back there. Lauren Williams. What an effort.
Yeah, she took 2 of those and was able to, somehow South Central was able to corral it and finally get something to go, but that's going to go in favor of Shelby Grover and the Lucas Cubs.
After Lauren Williams checks out, Grover goes back line again and gets the point, 21-13. 8-point advantage for the Lady Trojans here in this first set. Make it 9 on the service there. They're 3 points away. Make sure to stay tuned after this match. Hayden Gray will have our MVP interview. Set for Grover. Dug up, right back to Grover. She'll have another chance. Off the block. Into the net goes South Central.
Was a great play initially from South Central, but not able to recover. Shelby Grover once again, even if they get a hand on it.
(22-14). Williams back in. Free ball nearly drops for Lucas. 50-50 ball nearly drops, and it turns into a point for Lucas. 22-15.
Bit of a comeback here for Lucas. Closing the gap now. Just 7-point game, but going to have to turn up the heat.
Nice swing. Lady Trojans 2 points away. Timeout, Lucas. So 23-15. South Central looks like it's in control as you take a look at the dog pound. Look at that. They did a really good job. They even replaced the bleachers.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Skoronsky and Weaver on the call there.
Volleyball, if you can't serve the ball in aggressively and you cannot receive serve, you can have the best offense ever and nothing's going to come of it. And like the service errors, for anybody listening, it is my Achilles heel.
So back to action, South Central.
Everything. Serving in and serving top. 900 square feet.
Nice swing by Lucas. Samantha Darling. Actually, that's Maddie Boyer. Just got it to drop inside the line.
It'll be a huge momentum swing if Lucas is able to come back here and win this set. Not only would it be a big boost of confidence.
Well, they got the player to do so. Shelby Grover back there serving. It's going to be a free ball. Off the block and down.
I believe they're on a 6-1 run here, Trav, so they're doing the right things. Problem is, still down 6 points here.
Midkiff with the kill. And just the serves from Shelby Grover is giving Lucas a chance at least offensively. Blackledge. Nice attempt, but it's a point for Lucas. 5-point advantage now. The run continues. You got to think a point or one or two more points, and South Central might take a timeout. Williams kept up. Blackledge setting up Williams. Big swing. Set point coming up for the Lady Trojans. Williams checks out. And the other Williams checks in. Six set points. Too strong. That's out. And that's a first set victory for South Central. 25-18 is the final in set one. We'll be back with set two live and free on the OH Report.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
I'm Garrett G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report. Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
(25-18). First set goes to South Central. Travis Berardi back with a special guest, Lucas Athletic Director Taylor Eisman. What's up, Coach?
Good, man. Good to see you guys here this morning. I know you guys had a late night last night. We appreciate you being here.
Wait, it's daytime?
Yeah, exactly.
So we know what happened last week with the football field, everything that's gone on. Has the field company been able to assess everything, and is there an update on the football field?
Yeah, they were here first thing Monday morning, and there's not a ton we can do with it right now, so I think we just planted a bunch of ryegrass. They put a bunch of sand down, rolled it, and just trying to flatten everything out, make it look good. And then, like I said, we've got 2 weeks before we play again, so we're going to hopefully get some grass just growing, and then we'll have to, reassess everything at the end of the year. Because, like I said, we just had that whole surface redone a couple years back, and it's a Scott's special type of grass that that we have on there. So we weren't able to resod or anything like that because it wouldn't have taken, and probably would have just created more problem. So we'll try and get some grass to come up, and we'll see here in a couple weeks.
And hopefully there's a chance that we'll get football played again at Bondwine.
Yeah, we're planning on hosting week 5. But like I said, it'll just kind of see how it goes. But it's really just the one area around the 30-yard line that's in rough shape. So like I said, we hope to just get some sand or get some grass growing, and we should be good to go.
Well, hopefully things can work out so you guys can, continue to run power all across that field. But a nice win last night, too, over Winford.
Yeah.
As Shelby Grover gets the point. That's a good Winford team, despite their record. And you guys, after nearly, just barely holding off Hillsdale, get a good bounce-back win. But as always, Lucas football's doing pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. Get a win last night going over to Winford, as we know from being in that league. When I was in school and stuff, it's never an easy place to play. But, we had 2 rough weeks. We played probably good enough to win against a really good Clear Fork team the first week and got beat. And then had all the craziness of last week and didn't play very good, and then we're able to win. So it was nice to be able to go and, kind of get right and get ready, because it doesn't get any easier with our schedule this year.
Shelby Grover with another point. Just have you seen a multi-sport athlete this talented as Shelby Grover?
No, she's something special. And it's cool. We get to see firsthand here, but. We talk a lot about the football team and everything, but we've got probably one of the best athletes that Richland County has seen. And every chance I get, I tell everybody, Shelby's probably going to be, and already probably is the best athlete to ever come through Lucas. And like I said, not enough people know about her. She gets a lot of coverage and stuff, but she's something special.
And I was asking Garrett this the last set. If she turns out and does play softball, if we get enough people to run track, can she be an All-Ohioan in 4 sports?
I wouldn't put it past her. I know the Grover girls, when they were younger, played like youth league softball and stuff like that, and they were
Speaking
really
of her
good.
big block right there by Grover, but
so yeah, I don't know if she'll actually do it or not. We'll see. I know she's getting pretty heavily recruited for track, so I'm sure college coaches aren't going to want to see her out there getting hurt on the softball field. But we'll see. Like I said, she can do whatever she wants. One thing you guys don't get to see, but it's pretty cool. We do powder puff football here.
Okay.
And she's a beast in that too. So, but like I said, Shelby's just a great athlete, but a better girl.
That's awesome. And I mean, district basketball team a couple years back, a couple other squads. I mean, she nearly, put Lucas into contention for a team state title in track. And then you never know with the softball team. You're typically a very good squad there, and you had somebody like Shelby Grover might be getting back to a regional or a district final, But
yep, yeah, she's like I said, Shelby's just a winner. She could come play on the boys' teams, and they'd be better because of it. Like I said, she's just a good kid. She works hard. She puts in a lot of work. So it's no surprise that she's as successful as she is.
All right, before we let you go, anything? What's going on this upcoming week for Lucas Athletics?
We got a big volleyball match on Tuesday with Laudenville.
We'll be here live and free for that.
Like
I think it's myself and Mackenzie Weaver.
That's our kind of rival in the conference, and I think those are going to be the two best teams in the league. So that's going to be huge to start the week. We got the holiday weekend here, and so we'll have nothing on Monday, and then football will finish up the week at Mapleton on Friday night.
And that's an undefeated Mapleton squad as well. So whoever gets the win there gets some major bonus points moving forward.
They're playing well. They've been putting up a lot of points and beating up on teams.
Yeah. Well, that also, we were talking, you guys had a JV match or JV football game today against Buckeye Central. Their varsity squad 3-0 as well. So we get a timeout by South Central.
It's crazy. The small schools, it's usually cyclical. You'll have years where you're down, and then teams will bounce back. But like I say, when I was in school, we played in the NCC. Buckeye Central was always really tough. Winford was obviously extremely tough back then. So it's good to see some of the, like I said, Buckeye Central's been down for a few years. It's good to see them winning and being successful again over there.
All right. Well, Coach Eisman, thank you very much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Good luck to all of your athletes and all of your teams, and best of luck the rest of the way, my friend.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate you guys being here.
Taylor Eisman, everybody, athletic director of Lucas High School, as we bring Hayden Gray in now. Let ball. Lucas adds another point. 9-4, Lady Cubs leading here. And Hayden, while I was talking to Taylor, you were truly paying attention to this. Lady Cubs looking a lot better than the first part of last set.
Yeah, I've been locked in, taking it in from a closer view. Definitely playing competitive. This would be a big win for them against a South Central team with a solid record.
And Shelby Grover, we're talking about her a lot, and she's just showing out with the highlights, a couple blocks, a couple kills, an ace as well.
Yeah, Shelby enters today with 87 total kills on the season, so obviously adding quite a few more to those.
But then on the other side of things, Angela Williams. Anytime she's in, it's just South Central's unstoppable. It's just she's unable to play in the back line, so Lucas able to make a run when she's out.
Yeah, we saw that with their match against Hillsdale when she is not in kind of those gaps where they were able to go on runs. So keeping her in and possessing the ball as long as possible is ideal.
Shelby Grover once again, big kill. 11-5 here in set 2. Best of 3 sets. All 3 would go to 25 if Lucas were to tie this match up. Both teams swept Hillsdale earlier. Williams out of bounds. 7-point Lucas lead here in set number 2 on the Ohio Valley Manufacturing scoreboard. Words are hard today.
It is always a little bit more difficult after a long week of live stream.
Four hits against South Central. Gives Shelby Grover another serve. Boyer cross shot too strong. Lady Trojans back on the board.
You could tell based off her reaction after that one. Just came off a little bit too hard, a little bit stronger than she would have liked.
Substitutions. Williams for Williams. And Mitchell for Chafee. Off the block and out. Blackledge with the point. Lucas gets the serve back.
Now it's one of those where Lucas comes in with a little bit more rest. South Central having played back-to-back matches.
Cross pass, too strong. And I think you're seeing that a little bit. Some of these shots are going a little bit too far for South Central.
Some of that could be, you're a little bit more fatigued, so trying to overpower a little bit to compensate for some of that stamina loss.
With the heat and humidity today. Double hit against Lucas. 15-7 to score. Carly Osborne. Big swing, but too strong. Too straight for South Central. It's 15-8. And an ace.
Trojans starting to work their way back up the ladder of closing down the deficit.
Grover with the reception. Yummy ball. Blocked.
Ball just barely avoids the backboard of the raised hoop.
South Central unable to get it over, so back on the board is Lucas. They lead by 7, 16-9.
Interference into the net.
Yep. Lucas just barely nicked it. That's all that matters. More substitutions now.
Low line drive serve.
Nice adjustment. That hit the rafters. Swing and finish. Maya Midkiff. Back up 7, 17-10. Samantha Darling the serve for the Lady Cubs. Grover. Off the block and out. They get the point.
A nice job by Shelby there, just exemplifying and displaying that power that we all know and see quite frequently on the OH report that she has.
Good set, but bit of a yummy ball. There was Grover.
Nice athletic play from her again, showing off that vertical.
Lucas 6 points away from evening the match. There's an ace. Make it 5. Timeout, South Central.
Quite frequently, when we've seen timeouts called today, South Central has been coming out fairly strong after a timeout, making adjustments. You can tell they're well coached.
Well, they need to get Angela Williams back in the lineup.
Definitely, that is one of those. And I'm not sure.
I know you guys are talking about
Yeah.
nice stashes and stuff.
Oh,
This guy's got that's a nice one right there. High quality, my friends.
Yeah, been enjoying the enthusiasm.
Words are
Not
hard, my
Adam.
friend. I said this.
But
Adam is enthusiastic today.
Sure.
He's very pumped about being here.
Yeah.
Live and free from
Yeah.
the Cub Cave. South Central looking for an answer. Grover kept up. Free ball. Bump back. Blocked. But South Central gets the block.
We'll see if this can kickstart a run for them here. Trailing by 9.
And here comes Angela Williams. Shelby Grover, yes. Lucas 4 points away from evening this match.
I think that's one thing about some of these try matches that you like to see is that usually you kind of save that marquee matchup to the last match. And by then, both those teams already having one under their belt. Competition seems to be, you know, at that level that you want to see and to the best of its ability.
Overpass. Williams had a chance but knocked it out of bounds. So Lucas, a little bit lucky there. Into the net. And you see Lucas is keeping it away from Williams, going to the left side. And it worked that time. They're 2 points away. Up 12. Well in control of this set. Let ball. Ace. That is the perfect serve that you want there, Hayden. Completely took all the momentum off, but still rolled over.
It's very difficult to do, but so satisfying to watch, and obviously what you're striving and aiming for back at the service line.
13 set points for the Lady Cubs. Big Yummy comes back to Lucas. Grover to finish it off. Little dink, yes! Lucas evens the match up at 1 apiece. They take it 25-11. We'll be back with a decisive third set. Live and free on the OH Report.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
I'm Garrett G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
One more set left here at Lucas. We are tied at a set apiece. South Central taking the first, 25-18. Lucas taking the second, 25-11 as we welcome back the illustrious Garrett Parlett. I haven't heard that enough this year. Gotta do it.
It only happens on. I've only called football with Storm, so it only happens once a week. Basketball, it's like we hear it so much because we have a game typically every night live.
Yeah.
So
You gotta keep that out there, my friend. I know there's some people rooting for you here in our comments section.
yeah, I guess my mommy shouted me out, so I gotta shout out my mom. Thanks for tuning in. We
Always
appreciate
gotta
the
give mom the
coverage.
love, okay?
Yeah, I know she's always on top of things. She doesn't comment as much as Linda Mendoza, but she's still there in the shadows. So I gotta give some recognition to my mom. Thank you for tuning in, Mom.
Oh, my mom only gets I only get a like or something once every 2 months from my mom on the stream, so you're well ahead of me. Great rally to start this one off. And it's the Lady Cubs with the point now. Unlike 5-set matches, the third set will go to 25 instead of 15 if you were playing 5. So this one goes to 25, win by 2.
Talked about it kind of in that break, Trev. Lucas looked like a different team than the first set. They weren't making mistakes.
Yep.
They were, kind of feeding Grover there, and she was setting up her teammates too. And they looked like a completely different team. I was kind of shocked, to be honest, when I was over there running the camera.
Yes, they did, and it was Shelby Grover doing most of the work, as she should, one of the better players out there. And they kept it away from Angela Williams. Double hit. South Central leads early on. That's an ace.
So a hot start here for the Lady Trojans, up 3-1 now.
Grace Lamoureux.
It's kind of the opposite of what happened in the last set. Lucas started off with that early lead, and South Central wasn't able to recover. The Trojans trying to do a little role reversal here. Pulled out the Uno reverse card, Travis, and so far they're dominating here early in this third set, 4-1.
They just gave a +4 card as well, another ace. So South Central on a bit of a roll. Finally able to be received over the Shelby Grover. Overpass. Shelby gets another chance. Big swing. Another one where all of us would just run away.
Good Lord. Look at the force behind that.
And just the finish by her afterwards, she just knew it.
I also want to add that the replay is also in slow motion and still looked like it was going.
That is true. Yes, that is very true. That sounded like 86% speed, so it looks like it's going normal speed. It's a rocket. Let ball. Overpass. Chance for Lucas. Set up again. Grover dinks it to the right. What positioning she had on that for the point.
Such a heads-up play here, too. Just finding the open area, dropping it in.
Just a little flick of the wrist. South Central with the point. And as our Adam Thompson said, that was Shelby Grover's changeup. Lady Trojans by, I can't even get finished before I was going to say they lead by 2, but the service error brings it back to 5-4.
This will be a good win for Lucas if they're able to hang on here and eventually go on to win this game and win this set. Sitting at 3-3 on the season, improved today to 4-3 with a win over Hillsdale. Now looking to move to 5-3, and this would be a big win. South Central, one of the better teams in the area, sitting at 5-1 right now, so be a huge win for the Lady Cubs here today.
Williams blocked, nobody there. Back up 2. 6-4 to score. Chloe Prater with the serve. Blackledge outside. 3-point lead South Central. Timeout, Lucas. Couple mistakes have given South Central their advantage back.
That's what Lucas can't afford to do. They can't afford to beat themselves. Already going up against a pretty solid South Central squad. You can't shoot yourself in the foot.
Some of the football players seeing how long they can keep their hand in an ice bag.
I mean, that's a pretty good time. I mean, he's been going for.
That's impressive. What else is impressive? Shelby Grover.
I feel like almost every replay we pull up is Shelby Grover constantly just spiking the ball. She is phenomenal.
And then you get serves like that to give Lucas a chance to get more points. Blackledge, cross shot, dug up. Free ball. Blocked, but there's Shelby Grover. Free ball back over to South Central. Williams, yes.
South Central playing with a little bit more effort than they did here in the third set than they did in the second set.
But there goes Williams to the bench. So now we'll see, can Lucas make another run, or can South Central sustain this until she's able to get back in? Lady Trojans miss hit. Lucas gets a point back. Olivia Brown will check in. Addie Melton will take a seat for a bit. Big swing. Pushed over. That's a double hit. Got a little too excited on that, G.
Yeah, you see after play, she kind of knew after she did it. She knew what happened. Right call there by the refs. Still a tight one here, 9-6 in favor of the Trojans.
Kicker seeing a lot of action here with 5 field goals so far in this one.
For the brand.
For the brand, my friend. Ooh, a little change of pace, set back over. Blocked. Big block. She tried to avoid it, but didn't happen.
Doing the best in Kimbe Matumbo impression right there.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Osborne with the serve. Grover from the back line. Didn't get a lot on that one. Too strong. 10-7.
Neither team, Trav, can really pull away. Well, when one side gets going, South Central scored the last couple possessions. Lucas is able to make a heads-up play back there in the back line. Not make a play on to let it go out of bounds. And
yeah, South Central looked like they'd be taking control, but then they'd make a mistake and allow Lucas right back in. As I say that, there's my announcer jinx for the day. It's 11-7. We've all experienced it now, G.
I actually, unfortunately, had a bad one last night, Trav. I was talking about Devin Holloway, kicker for Crestview, 13 of 13 for PATs this season, and then it got blocked.
That's not his fault, though. That's a block.
That's what I said. Storm was, griping on me about it. I was like, well, that's not totally his fault. Now, I don't know if they count that in the book as I would have.
That's a block. I don't think it does count as an extra. I don't think. I'm not sure. Gonna have to ask Coach Haverdill that one.
So, Storm was so upset about it.
Another towel timeout. You know why? Condensation, my friend. Condensation. Grover.
Yep.
Exactly, Storm. You called me Storm earlier. I call you Storm. Gee, that exactly. You said yep before she even swung because you knew that was placed perfectly for her to get a swing off. And it's cut now to 2, 11-9. That's all you got to say. This will be a free ball. Just nicked the line.
Perfect placement right there. She knew it too. Try to take the gamble there, not go after it, but
yeah, that's so close.
Yeah, it's tough.
Even if you get a hand on it, it's probably deflected down. Right. So Lamoureux with the serve. Here we go. Yep.
You talk about a yummy ball. Let's talk about a money ball, Trav. I mean, let's get into Shelby Grover here for the Lucas Cubs.
Yes.
They set her up in a great spot, and she's able to elevate. It's night-night.
Goodbye. Service error. South Central back up 3.
This has been the kind of the point in the matches, the sets I should say, where one of the teams begins to pull away and the other one can't really hang up, and that's been really the deciding factor. Lucas was able to pull away in the second set. South Central in the first set. Let's see who's able to do so in this decisive final set.
Williams back in, but too strong. Substitutions for the Lady Cubs coming in. South Central leading 13-11. First to 25, win by 2, takes the match. Williams, free ball. Pushed over instead of setting it up for Grover. Dink. Free ball again. That's placed over the wall. And miscommunication will give South Central the point. That's a tough one for Lucas.
That's one they could have had, too. Just a little bit of miscommunication, not able to get it to go. That's a big point. Each point's now going to become, critical, Trav, to win this game.
Back set for Grover. Pushes it over. Point.
And it's so hard to judge being the defender right there. If you think, Grover's going to go up, wind up or
yeah, she waited to the last second there to see what they did and just placed it over top. Now she'll serve. Short serve, yummy ball, turns into a set and a point. So Lucas had the chance but just misplayed it. And Coach Sauter is not happy. I understand why her frustration. Lucas is complete opposite from that second set.
We've seen the capabilities of Lucas, not only in that second set, but throughout the entirety of the day. I've talked about it each time I've been on her. They've showed, poise, and at times they look like they're the best team in here, and then at times they look like, they can't get things to go, and they're kind of just shooting themselves in the foot and having huge miscues. They can't have that. Especially against South Central. You might be able to get away with that with a younger team like Hillsdale that's still coming up, but against South Central team that sits at 5-1, you got to bring your A game, and right now, they did in set 2. Right now, it's not looking too hot for the Lady Cubs.
And an ace, 16-12. So I got to take it back about how we said our buddy over there from the football team had his hand in the ice. It wasn't a game. He's getting it wrapped right now, so that's probably why he had that hand in the ice for so long.
That's understandable, though. Nice catch over there, too. I think that was Logan Tom saving the volleyball from hitting the little kid over there.
But for the Lady Cubs right now, not going so well. Lackledge to the back line. Crossed, somehow kept up. It'll be a free ball instead of points. They needed that badly.
Yeah, it could have got ugly if South Central was able to get up to 18, kind of start to pull away, but This keeps them right in here. Just a 4-point swing they would need to tie this thing up.
Big serve. It's an ace. When you catch the back line on their heels, that's when you know you got something good going on. That was a great serve. Grover on the back line, passing it up. Mid-kiff, just out.
Just 7 points needed here for South Central to win this match. With a 2-0 on the day.
It was Northmore that did that in the first one 2 weeks ago. Grover gets the point, and she was at an angle when she went for that. She was going backwards and still had the power to get it to the back line and turn into a point.
Here's the time when Lucas needs a run right here. They need a, before this ball even ever goes back to South Central, they need to be up a couple points, I think, if they want to win this one.
Grover with the dig. It's a free ball. Block, but down. So South Central 6 points away. Short serve, collected. Grover from the back line. Nice middle set. This will be a free ball. Great dig by the libero too. Blocked and down.
Tremendous setup right here. Was block trap, but not.
Caught her going backwards
not enough,
a little bit.
yeah.
Lucas gets the point back though.
It's going to come a point in time that when Lucas isn't able to trade blows here, Trav. You know, they can't go point.
They're going to need at least 3 more.
Yeah,
they're going to need a run of 3 or 4 points.
They got to get a run here, and it's a good opportunity with Grover up in that front line.
This is going to be a free ball, though. Setting it up for Grover. Yep.
She was hyped after that one, Trav.
She
showed
wanted
some
that.
emotion.
And she is, right as she's about to jump, already going into her backswing. So when she's right at the top, she's going full force. Blocked. Yummy ball. But into the net. Angela Williams will check back in.
South Central now with Williams up there, Trav. Looking to close this one out. Just need 4 points to win this one.
Grover. Oh, my. She got 2 of them. Oh, you got to see the replay on this.
Wow.
Lucas down 3. Out of bounds. My goodness. Line drive serve there. Gets it over the Williams. Swung off the block. Free ball back over the South Central. They're going to set up Williams again from behind her head. Almost saved, but down. South Central 3 points away.
And they needed that too. Momentum was
points up.
beginning to swing towards Lucas. They had a couple big plays. All that momentum
Caught
comes
the
through.
caught the defense going the other way. 22-19. There'll be a free ball. And a miss hit. They had Williams set up, but just couldn't get it through.
Huge mistake. Especially in this point in the game, too, when every point is critical. Giving the Cubs an easy one, didn't even make them work for it. Now just a 2-point game.
22-20. Lady Cubs with a chance. Grover.
Yep.
Dug up. Can they get it back over? Free ball, yes. But once again, Grover. Another dig, but a miss hit. Lucas to within one. Timeout, South Central. What an answer by the Lady Cubs.
I really wanted that one traffic on the basket.
Yeah, right?
It was so close. I think we got it here on the replay. No, that was later. That was earlier. But it was so close. It was probably like 3 feet.
Now, we did learn something because the hoops on the ends cannot get lifted up. If it hits any of the bars, it's a re-hit. It's a replay. Now, if it's an elevated hoop, that you play. Okay. But if it hits, because you can't pull up the hoops, it was we saw that last time. I don't know if that's just referee discretion or that's a rule. Nonetheless, Abigail Smith, the biggest serve of the match so far. Miscommunication. It's a free ball. Chance for Lucas. Cross shot. Yes! We are tied.
What a big play right there from Lucas.
Maddie Boyer touches the line. And it's 22 all. First to three win by 2.
Baby.
Another nice serve. It's going to be another free ball. Pushed it back. Williams will get a chance. Big swing and point.
What a critical point they needed right there. Williams.
Didn't give this set to Grover either. Pushed it over. Turns into a point for South Central. They're 2 away. And into the net. So now it's the next team to get 2 straight.
Substitutions on both sides now. Got Grover back here serving for the Cubs, Trav.
Back set. Dug up. Free ball back over. They're going to try Williams again. No. Yes, but it's
smart play.
Balls, too. Match point.
Smart play right there from Williams. Just dropping it in a bucket.
Substitution. And they're going to keep Williams in here this time. She's going to serve. Gets it over. Blocked. Stays up. This will be a free ball. For the win. Not yet. Blackledge across court. Pushed. And into the net. It actually went wide of the antenna. We're tied at 24. And once again, first to 2 straight will win this. Free ball. Lady Cubs with a chance to take the lead. Yes! Lucas now with match point.
Wow, what a comeback.
No quit in this squad. Timeout, South Central. What a match.
Lucas is down too. It was like 13-18 too. Big comeback here for the Lady Cubs, and just one more point, Trav. Be a big win for them too.
You see the 2 coaches right there, Paige Sauter and Shelby Grover. Sydney Blackledge will serve. 25-24 Lucas. Match point. This is win by 2 territory.
Who's got the ice water, Trav, in their veins?
Nearly an ace. It's a free ball. Lady Cubs with a chance for the win. Right side, yes! Lucas gets the win. 26-24. Lady Cubs win. Lucas with the 2-1 victory, sweep the day. We'll take a break. Hayden Gray will be back with our MVP right after this, live and free on the OH Report.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
I'm Garrett G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
We're back here now at the Cub Cave with our player of the game, Lucas's Shelby Grover. Shelby, great day for you and your team today. You start off by sweeping Hillsdale in straight sets, and then you really battle hard here at the end to get a big win against a South Central team. What does this win mean for you guys as a team? Because they're pretty good. They're 5-1. You come into the day 3-3. This gets you back over the hump of 500. So just tell me how you guys were feeling there at the end of this one.
Well, we've faced a lot of adversity this year. One of our seniors got hurt even before season started. Our librero's sick, and Marissa got hurt during warm-ups for Hillsdale. So the underclassmen really just stepped in and filled in their role, and I'm very proud of them for doing that. We're finally over 500, so that was our goal, and we're just hoping to keep pushing the energy into next week.
And then for you personally, a lot of emotion displayed there at the end. Tell me, kind of walk me through that last timeout that Coach called. Obviously, really rallied the troops, get together, and you get the job done. What kind of an impact do you have as a leader and then coach, too, to help get everyone back locked in, ready to end a match like that?
We just need to bring their energy up. Sometimes they get down on themselves on mistakes, but volleyball's a game of mistakes, so they just got to keep pushing together, and we got to keep their energy up.
And then finally, a big match coming up against Loudonville. Just kind of walk me through what, it's been great matches for you and your whole time playing against them here in the last few years. Tell me what it means and what do you need to get ready to take on that Loudonville team?
They got good hitters. They're the same team as last year, so we know what they have. We have improved a lot from last year, but we just need our players to come back, be healthy, and then fight hard for them.
All right, one more time. That's our player of the game and basically player of the day today. Lucas is Shelby Grover. Congratulations, Shelby.
Thank you.
All right. And we're going to go ahead and get things wrapped up here. Thank you for tuning in today. Would love to give a huge shout out to all of our sponsors, a part of today's broadcast. Would also like to thank my crew here with me today, our creative designer, producer, and what doesn't he do, Adam Thompson. Garrett Parlett, obviously double duty today, camera, commentary, Travis Berardi, my play-by-play commentator, and that is going to be it. But for Garrett Parlett, Travis Berardi, and myself, thank you for tuning into the OH Report, and we look forward to seeing you on a live stream near you next week.